Hi, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of the HighLevel Release Radar, where we finally get to recap all of the new features that dropped for Level Up Day. Ryan and I are here in person in Dallas.
First time together for the Release Radar.
That's right. And it's going to be a marathon, so I think we should just jump in.
Yeah,
we've got
let's rock and roll.
Hundreds of releases to cover here. So let's do this. Let's flip on the old screen share here. And I'm going to need to be able to advance the slides.
Amazing.
So let's hop in. At Marketplaces, you can sell snapshots.
Yep. You go ahead and just jump into the app Marketplace, and you can put together snapshots and then sell them to other agencies, other sub accounts that want to use them. It's a great way to monetize all the hard work that goes into selling or creating snapshots, I should say.
At Marketplace got more flexible pricing for developers. We talked a lot at the event about the program and how we're going to grow it. Incentivize, we're going to invest $5 million over the next 5 years into the community to build out more apps. We also launched the ability to build in widgets into the builder, which is super cool.
Oh, super awesome.
WordPress style. We're going to see tons of awesome new widgets being built by you all, the dev community. We also announced, this was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So WordPress hosting has been available in HighLevel, but what we didn't tell you was that it's actually through a partnership with Rocket.net. So what we were seeing was people complaining that Rocket.net's hosting was better than ours, and we're like, guys, it's the same thing. So surprise, we are partnered with Rocket.net, the industry leaders in WordPress hosting. We also announced okay, it's out of order. We'll get to the other announcement when we get there.
Yeah.
Custom objects are out. Ryan, this is just whole nother level.
Yeah, huge level. Talked to a lot of people here at the summit that are implementing this at a huge scale. They're super excited for it. So if you don't know what custom objects are, companies like HubSpot and Salesforce use them extensively in very complicated workflows. So if you've got a lot of very custom things that you want to be tracking, like cars, pets, things of that nature, you can now start to do that right within HighLevel.
Yeah, I think pets is my favorite example. It's made it the most concrete for me. If you work with vets, they want to put pets into the system, associate the pets to contacts, and then like email the contact when the pet has a birthday. Stuff like that is all possible with custom objects.
Yeah.
As soon as the triggers and actions come out, which will be in about 2 weeks, I'm told. So incredible day for HighLevel. Custom objects are live. You can create associations between the objects and the contacts, like I just mentioned, a pet to its owners. You can also associate contacts to contacts, like families, parents, cousins, that type of thing. All major CRM.
Super useful and basic. It sounds basic, but for the big CRMs, that's what they're looking for.
Yeah. This one's cool. You can, instead of just being able to search for opportunity or for contacts by their email or phone, you can now choose additional fields to make searchable. I think this is like certain people were looking for this, and now you got it. If it wasn't a problem before, don't even worry about it. You can now import contacts and opportunities at the same time. Again, there was people wanting to do that, which makes sense. So you can now do that, which is awesome. This is a big one, Ryan. A lot of people excited.
Yeah, being able to choose the SMS number that you're sending from right within the conversation view, huge upgrade to be able to control, the conversations you're having with different numbers that they may be coming in on.
Yes, and is the next slide. Yes, you can do the same thing in bulk actions when you're sending an SMS. Choose which number you want the messages to go out from. Very useful, very helpful. A lot of people are excited about that one. We also got inbound caller ID, which is very cool. Call comes in, you want to know who it's from. The system does its best job to look up that information and provide it there when the call's ringing. Recurring tasks, very cool.
Yep. A lot of people have stuff doing every single week. You can now schedule those out. So the tasks have become very, very useful. Not just something you kind of put in the corner, but some kind of front and center for using the CRM.
Agency rebilling dashboard got a lot. Is this a revamp or a brand new thing?
This is a big revamp. So mostly refresh UI, making it look better, bringing in more data, so that it's a lot more useful for agencies.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we have custom dashboard builder. We now have themes for it, which is awesome. These look really cool.
Look really cool. They've got preset colors that look great. You can also do custom stuff, and you can do it on a per widget basis too. So if you want certain ones to be pink or green or whatever you want, you can do that as well.
Do we have another slide for the availability and the other plan?
No.
We also announced that the 297 plan gets one custom dashboard, so you can now play with it too if you're on 297, which you should go check out. I saw a lot of people really excited about that. They're like, "This is perfect. All I really need is one dashboard. Thank you." And so you can now go build a custom dashboard on the 297
Saving you
plan.
money left and right.
I think maybe even the 97 plan too, right? Or is it just
297? Yeah.
Okay, cool. Check it out. We also added the comparison metric. Oh, the little box got moved, but you can see right above it. The data is now compared to the previous period, which is obviously very helpful. Loved that update. And now you could create custom email reports from your custom dashboard data, which is huge. This is
so big. Yeah, like as great as the dashboard is, getting it in your inbox is really what you want.
Yeah, massive update there. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. You can now buy domains in HighLevel. Obviously, super exciting. We're seeing the domains rack up. Sheet on Mine are definitely going to win the bet with Varun, which is going to be great. But you'll soon be able to move over your existing domains as well. Looking forward to that for sure. The media library, or media storage, as it's currently called, got an integration with Google Drive.
Yes. Key distinction here, because there are a lot of questions about privacy in that. This only sort of is a window into Google Drive. It doesn't copy over all of your files into our servers, and it's based on the person that you're logged in as. So we've eliminated kind of privacy concerns there. If you had them, there was a lot of questions that were around that, and we solved all that.
Good info.
Yeah.
Brand boards are live. These have been out for a little while now. You can go set your brand's colors, logos, and then use those anywhere that you can pick that stuff, which makes it really convenient. We also made an update to the custom menu item. You can now organize and reorder your custom menus.
And you can do it based on SaaS plan. So,
that's cool too. Very cool. Good point. Multiple socials per sub account. A lot of people are really excited about, franchises or whatever. They have multiple Facebook pages, but they want to manage it all in one sub account. You can now do that. Same thing with the Messenger, which is great. And we made a massive update to the template library. You can now create your own categories, tags, and types in the template library. Tons of flexibility there. Makes a ton of sense. New template types. So now there's templates for ads, stores, meaning e-com stores. Dashboards even have templates now, docs, contracts, and you can now store templates in snapshots. You're going to see us continue to roll out and add more and more templates into the system, which is really great, right?
Yeah. Before it was just like include it in a folder. Now you can have a nice UI for it.
Yeah. Looks great. This was a huge one, and this one barely made the cut. Group messaging is live. Why would you want to message multiple people at once?
I don't know. If you're coordinating like the sale of a home and there's multiple people involved, multiple people signing documents, things of that nature, and you want to coordinate something. Quick note, it's not quite out for the mobile yet. It will be very, very soon. They're like finishing it up right now.
Yeah, really exciting update there. As is this one. I think this is so cool. You can now drop internal notes into conversations. The contact doesn't ever receive it, but your team can go in there and in the stream see notes. Really great way to stay organized, pass messages to the team, and it looks great. Played with it the other day.
Stands out, easy to read.
Very cool.
Go get it.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Ad Manager's live. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. This has been out for a little while now, but you can, hopefully you can launch Facebook ads right inside of HighLevel without having to leave, and very soon you'll be able to launch Google ads as well.
Got custom audiences and everything there, so go play with it.
Yes. Chat widget got a better UX. It looks awesome. You can now add live business hours to live chat. So
when you're in business and everything's open, you get your live chat. When you're not, it will default to another message, have a form you can set up for it as well. So works as an actual sort of window.
Makes total sense. This one's super cool. In the forms that you create now, when you use an address field, you can toggle on the ability to do the cool like Google Autofill, where they just start typing the name of the business and it pops up and you click it and then it just puts all the information in there.
Yeah.
Super time saver.
Super time saver. One quick note on this, we do charge for it. So does Google. So if you're doing it in like a Shopify store, you still have to get like a Google API and then pay them. So it's a little bit annoying, but just the way Google works, you pay for it no matter what. But it's just a pass-through cost. So
very convenient for your users, though. So partial submission and surveys. This is awesome, right? I think this should be on by default. We probably will turn it on by default at some point. But basically, if somebody goes through your survey and they don't actually finish it, you still get the data that they completed, however far into the survey that they went.
Yeah.
Makes total sense. It's
No
now
brainer.
live. Love it. Quiz Builder, this
Oh.
is huge. I mean,
big. This is so useful. Being able to score things, give them a report card at the end where they fell in different. It's all color coded and sort of organized well.
And dynamic based on
yeah.
their score. They see different messaging at the end. It's very. This is not a skateboard.
No, this is a full-on bicycle with a chain and everything.
Could even have a motor, I might say. So check that out if you wanted to be building quizzes. It's very cool.
Yeah.
You can now search for virtual businesses in the prospecting tool. Before it had to be like a brick and mortar, and now
there's always been this thing with Google. They want the brick and mortar, but now you can do virtual, which is awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We added the pixel check in prospecting tool. It's currently called TechnoStack. I don't get that. I think we might try to change that. But basically, it's looking for pixels like Google Tag Manager, Analytics Pixel, Facebook Pixel.
Dude, back in the day, I used to have a plugin where you go and check the site and everything. Now just automatic, done.
Tons of useful information. If you know that a Facebook pixel or Google Ads pixels on a site, you know they already have an ad budget. They're used to running ads. There's all sorts of things that, ways that you could approach that sale, knowing that information. So very cool to have that in there. We've got the vitals in the prospecting tool, just more data to take into your prospecting and your sales calls. This is what I've been waiting for.
Yes, absolutely huge. So let's say that you don't do SEO or you don't do a certain WordPress and you don't want to talk about that. Now you can actually turn that stuff off in the marketing audit report. So you're just showing them a report on stuff that you're super strong at and you want to sell.
Yeah, makes total sense. You can fully customize your audits now. I think this is going to ramp up the usage big time because it now becomes way more useful. In the case you don't do SEO, you don't have to go, have those conversations. Love it. Analytics dashboard in prospecting tool, which is very cool. You're going to see data about the prospecting that you're doing. Love it. Whoa, skipped one ahead. QR code generator. This has been out for a little bit. Very cool. We all love it. Social commenting has been out for a while now too. You could basically say comment below and I'll DM you the thing, which is obviously awesome for lots of reasons. The blog post importer. This is pretty cool.
Yeah. We sort of map this to our blog, which is currently on WordPress, just for the record. And it'll essentially just take a WordPress blog and pull it into blogs for HighLevel, which saves you a ton of time and effort. And we're going to be thoroughly testing that out because I think we're going to be moving over there at some point. Yeah,
and I'll be transparent on this one because I don't want to lead people into frustration. It doesn't copy over the path yet. So if your blog is something.com/blog/category/whatever, that structure will be lost when it comes over. So if that's going to mess you up, I wouldn't use this yet. Wait till we get a little, we take the skateboard a little further. Not that I want to handicap the adoption of this, but I could see people.
Well, still use it. You don't have to hook up a domain to it, and you can see where it goes.
There you go.
They're working on it, as usual, but it will be pretty seamless, pretty quick.
WordPress templates are now live. This is actually cool. I didn't know we were going to go here, but we did. And so now we're building templates for WordPress as well. So if you're using our WordPress hosting, you can launch instances with a template right out of the gate, which is very cool. And this is awesome. In our native builder, you can now build mega menus. What's a mega menu?
Mega menu is a navigation menu that is mega. It's huge. So you can put lots of different columns in there. You could put icons in that. If you go to any of the big sites like apple.com and stuff like that, they've got mega menus. People wanted it, we gave it to you.
Even video. I mean, the screenshot's lame because there's no video in the video box, but you could have a video right there in your mega.
We've been busy.
Nav menu. Could be an image, could be all sorts of stuff. You basically get columns in your menu, which can be very, very helpful. We now have webinar funnels, which is awesome. So you can just go and create webinar funnels right out of the gate. We're going to continue to add more and more awesome templates in there. But this is very cool. You get to choose between the type of webinar, and very soon automated webinars will be there as well. So if you're doing webinars, check out the webinar funnel builder, which is awesome. Listings got expanded.
Yeah, 13 new countries. So if you're reselling in those places and they didn't have that sort of enabled for that account, we now provide that. This is sort of a bigger theme of internationalization, which we'll see more of here.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a new listings analytics dashboard, which is awesome. It helps you prove the value of those listings, right? And And we also got another update. Is it the next slide? It's not, but we'll get to it, I'm sure.
It is. It's at the bottom.
Where? Back here?
No. It's just later.
Okay. We'll get there. Social Planner got LinkedIn carousel posts, which is very cool. We're seeing major growth on LinkedIn. It seems to be really the hot B2B platform for sure. Now you can schedule carousel posts. Love it.
Yeah.
Unified vertical video scheduling. This is awesome. I know a lot of people were waiting to use the scheduler until this was out. Well, now it's out. You can schedule your reel, your story, your YouTube short, your TikTok all at the same time in one go, which is obviously very helpful. So if you've been waiting on that, give it a whirl.
Saves a lot of clicks.
This is great. Social Planner got some enhanced analytics. I think the dashboard looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good.
So now you've got some data for your social metrics there. I know a lot of people were waiting on that one. The Affiliate Manager got a bunch of enhancements. We've got an enhanced UI going on. You can now track on other websites, non-HighLevel sites, which I know a lot of folks
are
waiting on.
It's a big deal. Like I was talking to somebody who does podcasting, and they're like, "Oh, we do these promos on these other sites," and I was like, "Actually, this is your day because we just launched external tracking, external link tracking for Affiliate Manager."
Yep, you can do click tracking now, and you can do affiliate forms. So you can say, hey, I don't want to do it by link tracking. I want people to have to fill out a form, give them credit then. You can do that as well. Affiliate management platform is just getting more and more advanced. Review requests got some, like reviews in general, reputation management got a bunch of updates. This one's cool. You can balance your review requests. So it's not always a Google review. It'll mix it up based on the percentage that you set.
That's sort of been a big complaint. It's like, well, we got to pick a winner, and now you can just balance them all out.
Yeah, very cool. And you can now do review requests in WhatsApp, which is awesome. WhatsApp's going to continue to get more and more robust. We're super excited about where that's going and the growth with that product. And now you can do review requests in there. You've got the review code generator, QR code generator, where you can actually, generate the thing to print out and like put on a table tent at the business, which is awesome. We're going to have some cool backgrounds for that in the near future as well. This is cool.
Yeah, a lot of times people deal with all these like random spam reviews, and now we've got AI that's actually looking at it, determines it's very likely it's that spam, notifies you, detects it. Really, really useful for not having to go through each and every single one.
And I think we forgot to talk about this, but it also, so you can do this in a workflow if you wanted to like notify somebody, but it will also automatically keep it out of the review widget on the site, and it will automatically not reply to it with your AI.
Yeah.
So multiple benefits from this one update.
Very thoughtful feature there.
Microsoft Teams are in calendars if you're unfortunate enough to have to use Microsoft Teams.
Sorry, Microsoft.
You can now integrate those. I'm just kidding. Troubleshooting tool. This one is so cool. God. I've been waiting for this forever.
The amount of time we've all spent trying to figure out why the heck the slot is not available. Now you just see it right there on the screen. Go change this setting.
If you ever had to build a calendar for a client and you know that like the pressure of like, why isn't this working the way it should be? It's usually working. You just don't know why. And now it will tell you, okay, this slot's not available because of this. And then you know exactly what you need to go and tweak. Yeah. So incredibly helpful, that update there. You can do notes and appointments, which is very helpful.
Super helpful. You don't necessarily want context specific ones. You want like for that appointment. Now it's there.
Oh, this is cool too. This is like the easy button for your appointments. Instead of having to build workflows that send all the notification emails out, you've got them right here. You can edit them. You can select a template. So very cool.
And with push too, which is nice.
True. And yeah, I think you're just going to see more and more of these like easy buttons across the system. Recurring appointments got an enhancement. I'm not quite sure what it was, but
I'm forgetting.
Check it out. If you're using recurring appointments, they got even better. Appointment list view updates and smart lists. So this is cool. You've got the list view now for your appointments, which you've always had, but I think got a better view. And now you can save them, save the filtering lists as smart lists.
Yeah. So the presets are like, oh, I just want to see the rescheduled ones. I just want to see the canceled ones. Start calling those people and yelling at them.
Yeah.
There it is.
And now the reschedules have the label on there, which is nice.
Yeah. That's actually a big one, by the way. Lots of people have struggled with this where they're like, what happened to that appointment? And you can't figure it out. And it's actually because it was rescheduled. It didn't get canceled. So now you can actually see that in the UI with that blue text you see there. Yeah,
very good call. Multiple meetings in locations. This is cool. You can let the booker decide, do they want it to be on Zoom or over the phone or whatever. Look Busy's been out for a little while now.
Talked about that.
This is very cool. Fake it till you make it. You're a brand new business. You don't want people to think that completely wide open. This will just randomize some booked availability there to make you look a little busier than you are until you actually get there.
Yeah.
You can now collect deposits and calendar bookings, which is very helpful, obviously. Paul's workflows. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Holidays are coming.
Yep. Pause the workflow, and it's pretty smart too. So it doesn't skip. It doesn't pause everything and then start it again. It will actually keep going, but skip the communication steps. So it's pretty smartly thought out there.
Yeah, very cool. These are awesome. We're going to cover a couple of really great updates to workflows, including notes. Lots of times internally, I'll hop into a workflow that was built 2-3 years ago, and I'm like, why was this built? And I have to figure it out, right? Well, if there was just a nice note there from the original builder, I wouldn't have to spend the time figuring out what it does.
Yeah.
So now we've got notes there, overall workflow notes, I would call that, as well as
sticky notes, my favorite, because you're brainstorming. Like a lot of times you have 2-3 people working on one workflow, and you can leave notes for yourself there and just stick it wherever you want. Incredibly
Do
useful.
not touch this action.
I will kill you. Never mind.
Yeah, very cool. I'm actually really excited to watch the usage of this. I think there's going to be sticky notes.
We're already using it.
Galore across workflows. Very convenient.
Mm.
You can change the colors, all sorts of fun options there. Very cool. Advanced workflows. This is also so useful, right? You have a million workflows in an account, and you're like, shoot, I got to change something. I don't remember what the title of it was, but I do remember it triggered off of a tag. You can now filter and say, just show me the workflows that trigger off a tag. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that to help you be able to find the workflow that you're looking for.
Insanely useful. I'm sure lots of people have been in that position.
100%.
Yeah.
Same thing here. You've got smart lists for those filtered views of your workflows. Very convenient. If you're always looking at the same type of stuff, you just save it. It's pinned at the top. This is cool too. So now you've got the dev community building things that include triggers and actions. Well, now there's another tab for Discover, where people can discover third-party triggers and actions that do more than we do natively in the workflow builder. You've got control over whether or not this displays at the agency level, but very cool.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine you're going through and you're like, oh, this doesn't really do what I want. I wonder if there's a way that this can happen. That's where you hit Discover, find that out, and discover more apps that way.
Love it. This one, I've seen people shouting this out on Facebook already, how useful this is. When you are auditing a workflow, you can now see the highlighted path that a specific contact took.
Yes, insanely useful, because you're like, well, what email did they get? Otherwise, you'd have to go in and figure out, the execution logs took forever. Now you just have a nice visual of what's happening.
Yeah, very, very useful. OAuth is in custom webhooks now. If you know what that is, you're excited. If you don't worry about it.
Yeah, OAuth.
We are in the new beta from Meta for WhatsApp Coexistence, which is awesome because, this is a very limited beta, but we're told that this should go public by the end of the year, which means you can use WhatsApp on your WhatsApp app on your phone and in HighLevel at the same time. Currently, it's one or the other. And so I think a lot of people are waiting for this to come out before they start using WhatsApp in HighLevel, because they also want to be able to use the native WhatsApp on the phone.
And just to be clear, this was a WhatsApp. They admitted this was an oversight on their part. So
yeah,
everybody's in the same boat.
But it's coming. So don't worry, we're in on the beta. Mm-hmm. This is awesome. This is live right now. You've got WhatsApp appointment booking flows inside of WhatsApp that book into HighLevel calendars, which is awesome, right? Native booking in WhatsApp tied to HighLevel calendars. I don't think we need to say much more than that. In-depth WhatsApp analytics, which is obviously awesome, helps you prove that value month over month. This one's super cool.
Oh God, the quick replies. So when you're on Facebook Messenger and there's little buttons that pop up, I'm sure you've used it in other apps. We now have that option as well, which is super awesome.
Yeah. To clarify, imagine when you are chatting with a business and it pre-prompts 3 answers for you to pick from, so you don't have to type those answers. This is what that is. You get to predefine those quick replies. And then since you know what the reply is going to be, it's easy to build automations that trigger off that. So very powerful there. Check those out. Oh, did I skip one? Nope. Snippets got folders. Woo! Everybody loves folders.
Everybody loves folders.
Keep them coming. Default segments in emails. This is really useful.
Yeah. If you just obviously you only want to be sending emails to highly engaged folks, but you may have some ones that you want to reactivate. So now you can choose at the campaign level, hey, I just want this specific email to go to my most engaged people. And then you'll have another one where it says, hey, I want it to go to somebody that, or a group of people that haven't responded to me in quite a while. So insanely useful, built right in, don't even have to do anything.
Yep, super handy. You can now do forms and surveys inside of email. This is really cool, like feedback emails if you want to build that collect data, or you can just select one of the forms from your form builder and stick it right in an email.
Yeah, just a one-click kind of deal.
Didn't even know you could do this, but you can. Unified stats in email. This is awesome. This brings basically the statistics from all your workflow emails and your campaign emails and your bulk action emails all into one place.
Highly requested. Very much cheered.
There it is. Email click report tracking, which is super useful. Obviously, you can now turn this on. It's optional. But if you turn it on, you'll be able to see a report of like which of the links in your email got clicked, how many people clicked them. I think it even shows you who those people were.
Yeah.
Very useful for email marketing for sure. List view and opportunities.
Yes, this has been out for a while, but very, very useful. You can do smart lists with it too, filtering, sorting, all the rest.
This is a cool one. A lot of people excited. You can now customize the opportunity card display. Pick and choose what you want it to show. I mean, this is just really
it's just super basic. I mean, hey, I only want to see certain things.
Love it.
Yeah.
You can now bulk edit opportunities, which is awesome. Countdown timers. These have been out for a couple of weeks now, but this is really cool. Basically, you can create a timer, put it in an email, and when they click to the page, there's a timer on the page, and those two timers are in sync.
Yeah.
Very effective tool.
If you're doing any kind of countdown type stuff, this is insanely useful.
We got some new integrations, which is awesome. We had Printful, which means you can build a high-level store and connect it to Printful. They've got a huge catalog of products, including t-shirts like this.
We made it there.
People buy one, they will print it and ship it for you. You never have to warehouse anything. Super awesome. We integrate with Shippo now, which is all about automated shipping rates and all that kind of stuff.
You can see live shipping rates, like where it is. They can choose the one. I'm sure you've seen it on many sites.
And now you can also integrate your high-level store with a WooCommerce store. So if you're using Woo, this will pull in the catalog of all your products and all of that, the orders, all that information.
Yeah.
Keep that in sync. A lot of people have been excited for that one, and that is live. We also enhanced the Shopify integration. So it's got a couple of new triggers for orders submitted and payment received events. It imports and syncs products, collections, and contacts now. So if you want to use HighLevel in conjunction with Shopify, that integration just got better. And now you can record manual payments for e-com. This one was a head scratcher for me, but apparently people do it.
Yeah, well, collect cash. Maybe you did it on some other platform. You already have set up like a PO or like a credit card scanner. That's just sort of more manual into the system.
You need to record manual payments for e-com. You can do that now as well. This is really cool. So now our e-com stores have the customer login center, right? So they can basically log in and review the details of their past orders.
Yeah. Way more professional. They can see what's going on, and there's some other things that we're going to bring into that as well. You'll see kind of this focus to like having the customer centers.
Absolutely. Digital product delivery in e-com. This is great if you're selling like PDFs, music.
Yeah, same kind of thing there. And there was sort of a back end thing that was talked about too, where we have like a private mode for the media storage, where when you're selling this stuff, they have to like log in to be able to download it, and that unique or that link is protected, so they can't just go and share it all the time to random people, and protects those products.
Yep, very awesome. We also got reviews and ratings in e-com, which is, I mean, this is key, right? So I feel like this is like the last piece to this whole puzzle here. People can now leave reviews on your e-com products, which is obviously fantastic. And then more functionality to be able to like user reviews and emails and stuff will come. So you'll see even more enhancements from here. This one's awesome, I think.
Yeah, dude, tons of people do lots of business on Facebook, IG, TikTok is coming as well, by the way. But you can basically take your e-com store and put it onto Facebook and IG.
Yep, native integrations. So if you've been waiting to sell from your high-level stores into Facebook and Instagram shops, today's the day. We built into new payment integration. So we now have, in addition to what we already had, Square, which is huge, right? Lots of local businesses use Square. Now you can integrate that with HighLevel, and Razorpay. If you're in India, that's, I think, the dominant payment provider over there. But in addition to that, if that is not enough, integrations. We now have a bunch of integrations that have been built by third parties into the marketplace, or via the marketplace, I would say, to give you even more flexibility around payment.
Yeah, and if you're a payment provider, you can do this yourself. We built an open API for it. That's actually how we built the RazorPay one ourselves. So it definitely works. Go check it out.
Yeah, lots of flexibility around payments. And very soon, those options will all roll into SaaS mode as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the document builder, which I always think of as the proposal builder.
Yeah.
You can now add columns in there, which is obviously great.
Yeah, I think our lawyer asked for it, and we get
You can also add checkbox in documents, which is obviously a no-brainer. So that's there now as well.
Yeah.
You can do payment plans for invoices. Obviously, more flexibility.
Yeah.
Lots of people do that. And late fees, right?
Hey, policy's a policy.
That's right. Pay up. And tipping. Tipping is a new trend, for better or worse, for everything. And now you can tip in invoices as well. You can also pause and update subscriptions, which is very handy.
Yes. Not having to go into Stripe or the other payment providers, linked right there. Awesome.
Love it. This one is really awesome. So when somebody buys something, or you can, like, you're on the phone and you take their credit card, it'll store it to the contact record, and then you can go charge them for things right on their contact record without them having to re-enter a card. You can just select the card on file and run that payment, which businesses
do it all the time.
All the time.
Hey, send this to me.
Yeah.
Done.
Automatic taxes in the US are live, which is awesome. Obviously, this will roll out to other regions in the future, but this was a big one that we got out as well. So if you've been waiting for taxes, that is live, and now you can do free products as well.
Free products. So giving away something. The key distinction here is before, I think you had to enter a credit card, but it would be a $0 transaction. We got rid of that requirement. So if it's $0, you can sell it at $0, but you can also get rid of the credit card information input forms.
Another sort of head scratcher for me, but you can do it.
Yeah, totally.
PayPal's there, and with PayPal Pay Later, you can also do that as well, which I think is pretty powerful, actually.
Yeah.
So that's in the system live. Mobile estimates, so you can now make your estimates from the mobile app, which is obviously super convenient. The UX of it.
Service providers use this stuff all the time. Yeah.
UI looks great. Mobile payment options. So this is cool, right? You're in the field or whatever. You're out, whatever, at the farmer's market. You need to charge somebody for something. You can see you have all these options now. You can take cash and record a cash payment, check, card on file, take a new card, convert it to an invoice. All these options are there for you in this beautiful new user
interface.
Yeah, user interface was the word I was looking for. Thank you. Including POS for iPad. This is really cool.
Really cool. And there's a tandem release for this as well.
Because
Apple. Why?
You can't do tap to pay with iPads, which is absolutely mind-boggling.
Tim Cook respectfully asking for this feature.
Yes, but until that time, you can now use hardware. So we have got hardware support for the HighLevel Ecom POS.
Yeah.
All these different devices, including the Stripe reader, which is awesome.
Yeah. Super popular one. I know a lot of different businesses use it. The team has bought all these things and tested them. We've seen all kinds of crazy videos. They have fun with it, and it does work.
Yeah. So this could be a game changer, right? Like, if you were going to start a coffee shop tomorrow, Ryan, you would use the HighLevel POS.
I'm thinking about it.
All right. Let me know when you open that. We've got a new classic theme. So now we're talking about courses. We've got a new theme in there, which looks awesome. We cleaned up the mobile UI of courses. It looks really good. Big one here, right?
When I actually saw this on a landing page, and we had to pull it. This is huge because, as you know, if you've got a community, you want the community to come together around events. We do this kind of thing all the time. You'll see us using this feature a lot. So now you can have a calendar for your communities and schedule events around it. Super, super useful. Again, bringing a lot more of those large social media platform features to a community that you control. There are no ads. You can focus your users on one place.
Yep, absolutely. Big update there. You're going to see it get even better in the near future with being able to go live in your communities.
Yeah, I'm pressing on that one.
Yeah, so really excited for that to come. Looks great. You can see here what the mobile view looks like. Really good job on the user interface here from the team. And this rolls into Client Portal. So Client Portal is this really awesome sort of hub for your customers where they can go in and see sort of the history of everything they've done with your business. They could take your courses, They could check out their earnings in the affiliate program if you've set one of those up. They can manage their cards that are stored. They can pay invoices. They can view the past billing, manage their subscriptions, book an appointment, all this kind of stuff from one user portal.
Yeah, I mean, this is very, very, very powerful and professional looking. It's not all put together. So great job on this one, team.
Yeah, it looks really great.
Mm-hmm.
With that, so we know that we have the HighLevel app, and you can white label that. It's a $497 charge to get your version of the HighLevel app in the app stores. We now have the same ability for Collab, which is the new course and community builder, which we'll talk about more in a second. But you can now white label that mobile app, and it's only $50 a month.
Yeah.
So super cheap to get your own version, basically your own community app into the Apple and Google stores. And now you've got the builder. So you can literally go build it, change the colors, do all your customizations before you actually pay and send it live. So
key distinction there is that Collab is all about like the community, sort of like a Facebook app, but then you also have access to the courses in there. So it's laid out really nice in a mobile format.
Yes. And with that comes a whole new ecosystem called GoCollab.com. So this is really cool.
It is.
And really excited to see where this goes. But basically what we're saying here is there's now a public ecosystem of communities and courses created in HighLevel accounts that want to be discovered in a bigger community, right? So if you're white labeling and you want your folks to take your courses under your brand, cool. You've got that with HighLevel, right? But if you're like, hey, I would love to be in a bigger ecosystem where people just discover my community and join, well, now you have that as well at GoCollab.com. It's free.
Yeah, big thing I think we maybe forgot to mention at the keynote. It is free. We are not charging for this at all. Don't plan to.
Yes, anybody can go to GoCollab.com right now, create their own community, add their own courses in there for totally free. And so we're super excited about that. You can also take your communities from HighLevel and turn them discoverable. So you can see that Discover tab at the top. If you activate that, it'll put your course into the Collab ecosystem where other people can find it and pay you if it's a paid community.
I mean, this is magic, really. It's a very underrated feature. It looks a little bit simple, but incredibly powerful.
Totally. So again, you can go create your community over there for free. You can use the Collab app for free. You could white label that Collab app for $50 a month if you wanted to. This is going to get really exciting. So
One day we're going to make some money,
somehow, some way. We'll figure that out. Figure that out later. But yeah, go check it out. Can't wait to see the communities that get created over there. Let's talk about AI. We got some new AI products.
Yeah, we got a lot of AI products.
Funnel AI, I would say, just made the cut. It's definitely in skateboard form, but don't worry, it will ramp up very fast. We're going to add a bunch of new capability to it. But the idea is just tell the AI what type of business it is, describe a couple of things, and it will spin up the funnel for you.
And there are drop downs for it too. So like this industry. So it's pretty well defined.
That one's going to get better and better. Workflow AI, this is actually very cool. Have you had time to play with this?
I've messed with this. It's super helpful. So it's useful in things like, hey, tell me what this thing does. So if you don't have notes set up already, you can ask the AI assistant and it will tell you what it does. You can also make suggestions for like, hey, I want to do this one thing. I want to send out recurring, emails. What's the best way to do that? And it knows how to do that.
Yeah, the test I did the other day, which it handled beautifully, was I was like, I want to email everybody I want to automatically email everyone on their birthday. And then boom, it gives you, it's like, okay, you're going to need this trigger and you're going to need this action. And now you know exactly what to go build in your workflow. And then I think in the future, it will actually just load up those triggers and actions for you.
I've seen a very, very early demo of that, and it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, so it's only going to get better, but it's very cool right now. Go check that out. It is live, including Voice AI is now live. So we've been teasing this, Ryan, and I am super bullish on this. Voice AI started out with Air AI that got everybody excited about robots calling people and making sales, which if you're honest with yourself, I don't think you want to receive that call.
I remember I sent you that video and you're like, nobody's going to do this.
I don't even think it'll remain legal for very long. But then when we thought about it, we're like, wait, the opposite is actually very useful. Inbound calls, AI can do an amazing job. So this is basically like a full-on AI receptionist that can do a bunch of useful things.
It is like concurrent calls, being able, maybe you get a few calls that are coming at the same time. It can handle all of that. I wouldn't say it's infinitely scalable, but reasonably enough for any small, medium-sized business. And it can it's very natural. I mean, even if you interrupt it, I mean, we really kind of put this thing through the ringer. I think we teased this a long time ago, and it took us a while to find the right sort of integration. And I think the team really nailed it here. And of course, you can customize the prompts and all these different things within it. FAQs, things that people just ask your business about all the time.
You can totally customize it if you want, but out of the box, it works really well. And it's got advanced functionalities that are crazy. So think about it. You're never going to miss a call again, even if multiple calls are coming in at the same time. It's going to weed out spam for you. So you're not wasting time. 100%. Your staff's not wasting time taking spam calls. And then you can set objectives for it. So it can transfer calls. So if you want to build like a call tree and it talks to someone, it's like, oh, you want to talk to sales? Cool, I'll transfer you. And it can ring out and transfer the call to sales department. It can also trigger workflows. So you could say, okay, if this happens, I want to fire off this workflow that does these things. It also does an automatic recap email. So this is what I'm most excited about, right? You go sell this to a business and the business doesn't even ever have to log into HighLevel. It's just going to start fielding their calls and then emailing them a recap of the call with the full call transcription. So what an amazing service we can now go offer every local business.
And there's a whole business right there. Although we do a million things, I mean, if you want to focus on just one thing, there it is. You can sell this easy.
Yes, and you will see us help you do that in the very near future. We're going to have a 5-day challenge around it. We're going to do a big event around it, but we are very excited about how awesome this thing functions. And so it's live near your account. You get some free credits in there to test it out yourself. Go test it out. Let us know what you think. Really excited for Voice AI. We mentioned this. You've got goal configuration here, so you can see this a little bit better. You can tell it what information to store, right? So it will ask them their name, their email, store that into a contact record for you. And again, it can trigger workflow that sends them a text message back, right? So you've got like missed call text back and a receptionist in one. And it's going to send that email to the business as well to recap the whole thing.
And it checks its work too, so that it doesn't just take whatever the person said. It checks to make sure it's spelled right. So nice, clean data coming into your system.
It works really, really well. Here's if you go click it into advanced mode, you've got full control over the prompt as well. So if you know what you're doing, you can make it really cool. I mean, you guys spun up a really cool demo for a plumber the other day, which was awesome. It basically said, great, I've got the information. We're going to follow up you as soon as we can to confirm the time that we're going to arrive to take care of your problem. It just works really well.
And it was like empathetic too.
It was.
Hey, hang in there.
That sounds like a real mess. It just works really well. Try it out for yourself. We can't wait to see what you think.
It can also be a friend bot, just call it to talk.
Here's an example of what the recap emails look like that go to the business. Again, super useful for a business owner to see the value that you're providing. It's like, man, this thing is just answering all of our calls, doing a great job on the phone, way better than dipshit Johnny, my nephew that I hired. So again, give it a whirl for yourself. You've got, this might not be accurate. I don't know if it is per day or not. So be careful there, but you definitely have at least 10 free minutes to go test this out on. Give it a whirl. Oh, did we get all the way through?
Yeah, that's everything that John went through. So that's minus the coming soon. We're going to tease the coming soon ones, which you were looking for earlier.
Yes, that's fantastic. So you're also going to see us bring together all of the AI into one. We're basically calling it AI Employee. And if you go to the AI Employee right now, you can actually purchase it unlimited for $97 a month. So if you want to take the throttle off and not have to deal with the usage charges of these things, you're going to want to go to the unlimited. Currently, you have to buy the unlimited if you want to use the voice, but sit tight. We've got some big announcements coming very soon. As soon as next week.
Sit very tight.
Sit very, very tight. And we'll be right back with an update there. Coming soon, internal chat.
Oh my gosh.
This is cool.
Not sure we're going to kill Slack, but we're definitely getting closer. So yeah, internal chat right within there. It's very Slack-oriented sort of style, as you can obviously guess there, and that's going to be in the accounts as well. Great for inter-office communication.
Yeah, it looks really good. Can't wait for that one. Oh, here it is. Great.
This is the one you were looking for.
This is what I was looking for. So we are rolling out another partnership like we did, with WordPress hosting for a suite of SEO services. So we spoke to the community at large. Lots of high levelers are already using Search Atlas. They've got a really robust suite of tools. If you've ever used anything like SEMrush or Ahrefs, all those types of tools they have in one. They're sort of like the high level of the SEO world, I would say.
Yeah.
And so we've been working with these guys behind the scenes for a while now. Really great team, and we're super excited to embed all that capability into HighLevel. This will obviously be a paid feature, but the pricing that we've worked out with them is really fantastic. So we are really excited for you guys to be able to inject all this SEO capability into your HighLevel accounts, so you have it all under one roof. Really excited about that one. And we'll look for more of these opportunities as they come up. Traditionally, we don't do too many of them, as we heard Varun and Sean and Robin talk about from the stage, but some things are just too much to go build, and it would just take too long, and it just makes more sense.
We're going to reinvent the wheel and not get it round, and this is too complicated to guess at.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure on the timing of this, but I know it's very close, so we'll keep you updated. But rest assured, we will see a whole suite of SEO features roll out into HighLevel, and I'm really excited for this one because, like, imagine in the website builder, you're seeing all sorts of SEO tools. When you're writing things, you'd be able to do keyword tracking, better heat mapping reports, and this type of stuff. So really excited.
We're looking at deep integration, not just like a tab where it's an iframe into the system.
Well, we did it, Ryan. Now it's time to go hibernate for a couple of days.
We haven't slept much, so sorry if we stumbled through some of this.
It's been a heck of a week. It was an incredible event. We did just launch like the super early bird for next year. If you came, we love this venue, but we've just outgrown it. And the next venue is it's called Atoli, I think. It's even bigger and more cool.
Beautiful.
So the tickets will never be cheaper. You'll see some stuff roll out where you could get those pricing if you want. Actually, I think it's summit.gohighlevel.com/2025. If you want to be here with us next year when we announce all the new stuff that we're going to launch at next year's summit. It was your first one. What do you think?
It was amazing. I had a great time. Got to meet so many of you personally, and thanks for coming up and shaking my hand and having a conversation. Getting to see the team is always great. We brought in a bunch of people from all over the world, and we've had such a fabulous time. I think it's a testament to sort of where we're going, that everybody gets along so well and has such a great time and works their butt off. And here's to the next one.
That's right. All right, we're going to get some rest. We will see you guys next